Welcome to Zoom TV, the show where we explore everything that flies, drives and floats. Let's find out what the team has lined up for you today.
Buying a car is one of the biggest investments you'll ever make, so getting it right is important. Today, I've got a few tips for you with the help of City Toyota.
Today, I'm going to take a look at a vehicle that is so good that I bought one.
The evolution of diesel has had a very positive effect on our environment. How so? Well, we'll find out later in the show.
And I check out the all-new Ford Territory, and I get to fulfill a dream and take a flight over Perth in the Channel 7 chopper. But first, here's Kate with the best ways to buy a new or used car.
Buying a car is one of the biggest investments you will make, and for me, the very thought was exciting at first, but once I started looking, it threw me into a complete panic attack. There's the prices, the haggling, the variety, do I want an automatic or a manual, even down to what dealership can I trust. Sound familiar? That was until I did a bit of research and found City Toyota. Girls, if you're in the market for a new car, get out your notepad. I've got some very handy tips for you. Tip number one, look for the dealers who have achieved awards and accolades because those gold stars were earned for a reason. City Toyota is a family-owned business with many outstanding achievements to their name in all facets of the company: sales, service, arts and business. Most recently winning the 2008, 2009 and 2010 National Dealer of the Year, making them the only WA dealership to receive this national recognition. Tip number two, good customer service. Now, it's important to have clearly in your head what car it is you want and what you need, but if you're struggling to even get to that point, you need to feel comfortable and trust that your dealer will help you through the process. And it doesn't get much better than City Toyota. Come for the price and stay for the service is the motto that each sales consultant stands by. You won't feel pressured or intimidated, but rather treated like part of the Toyota family. Well, and generally speaking, women tend to not know as much about cars as men. So how do we know we're getting the right deal at City Toyota?
Kate, what's important is that we deal with the transaction in a transparent nature. We start off with a basis of trust and rapport throughout that process. What we want to do is look after you from the sales right through to the service and build a whole relationship with you. And I personally review every transaction to make sure everyone is satisfied.
Their service continues online too. If you're anything like me, you want to see the colours and pictures before you make any moves. So City Toyota has made it possible for you to view their entire range of vehicles online or even in the palm of your hand with their free iPhone app. They remind you when your rego is due and when you need your next service, so there's no excuse for ignoring that flashing light we know we're all guilty of. Tip number three, if you don't know what you're doing, don't haggle. City Toyota take away this pressure with their fixed price servicing, which means you'll know upfront just how much it's going to cost you to service. They also have drive-away deals, which means no scary negotiating. So girls, when you're looking for a new car, City Toyota won't let you down. With great customer service, prices you can afford and convenient online utilities, buying a car can be simple. See the guys at citytoyota.net.au for a great price, or for more info go to zoomtv.com.au.
Titanium is an element that's low in density, strong, lustrous and extremely resilient. You can find it almost anywhere, like water bodies, rocks, even soil. Titanium can be found in the name awarded to the top of the range Ford Territory. Why? Well, I guess Ford believe it possesses characteristics similar to that of titanium. True? Well, today we're going to find out. Ford has extended superior craftsmanship to their complete range of new Territories, and our car today is the pick of the bunch, the top of the range diesel all-wheel drive titanium. The new design doesn't just look more aerodynamic than its predecessor, but more refined and compatible for those drivers that want to drive a large car without the bulky body attached. If you're looking at getting yourself an all-wheel drive and still want to be able to look at your environmentally focused friends in the eye, you're going to have to be sure it achieves the very best economy. Well, the all-new Territory will allow you to hold your head high because the new 2.7 litre common rail turbo diesel consumes just 9 litres per 100 k's. It's not just economical, it still has the grunt you expect from a large, thirsty family car to pull the caravan, boat or trailer, no problems. The Territory diesel is packing 140 kilowatts of power and 440 newton meters of torque. And the new TDCI 6-speed transmission will effortlessly move through each gear, ensuring to smoothly milk the power out of each gear change. Now, I know people who buy larger cars in the belief they offer more safety. However, this is untrue. Sure, against a small car, the bigger car will win. But you know the story, there's always a bigger threat out there. So the most important focus should be onboard safety. Well, the Territory has airbags for everyone on board, advanced seatbelts, dynamic stability control, traction control, grade control logic, anti-lock brakes, electronic stability control, emergency brake assist, reversing sensing system, and in the top models, reversing camera. I really love the new Territory design and drive. I mean, it's still a big car, but it's now more mature and sophisticated. And its new sleek design goes from the front through the entire car. And it's really, really roomy in here, you'd have to agree. The titanium Territory struts around in massive 18-inch alloy wheels, and the inbuilt GPS will ensure you don't get lost. The human-machine interface interior command centre, incorporating iPod integration, cruise control, electric power-assisted steering, electric windows, dual-zone climate control and leather steering wheel will make getting there a lot more fun and safe. I really like it when a manufacturer includes our needs and also our wants in their new design, which is what Ford have done with the all-new Territory. So if you want a car that's smart, packed with safety, wrapped in quality, and importantly, won't have you shunned by the greenies, you really should consider one. You can look at the new range of Ford Territories at John Hughes Park Ford or check out zoomtv.com.au and simply follow the links. After the break, we take a ride in the Channel 7 Perth chopper over the Perth CBD. That's next on Zoom TV. When I was a boy, which wasn't that long ago, my school was visited by the Channel 7 chopper. And since that day, I had a dream that I wanted to take a flight in it. Well, thanks to Channel 7 Perth, that dream is finally going to become a reality. And we are going to borrow the chopper and the pilot and take a flight over the Perth CBD. The Channel 7 chopper is a 1987 Eurocopter AS350, or what is more commonly known in the aviation industry as a squirrel. It's powered by a jet engine and has a rough range of about 600 kilometres, which allows the 7 News team to pretty much get anywhere in the metro area very quickly. Now, for those of you that aren't familiar with how a chopper works, I'll give you a quick lesson. You see, the main jet engine, which is located there, powers the rotor blades, which provide lift and direction by tilting forward, back and side to side. The small blades on the rear are known as the tail rotor pedals. They provide horizontal thrust to oppose the main rotor blades. This stops the fuselage or cabin from spinning in the same direction as the rotor blades and allows the pilot to pivot the main body of the chopper at will. So now it's time to get on board with pilot Derek Doak and head over the Perth CBD. Come on, let's go, I'm excited.
Golf Touch today, cleared to Perth City, not around 1,500.
Derek, now I've got to say you've got one of the best office seats and probably one of the best jobs there is. A lot of people would have to agree with that.
Yeah, mate, it is a nice job. You get a good view, and it's there's lots of things I'm glad I'm not doing here.
Now I've flown a model chopper, and I actually couldn't do it, so I couldn't imagine flying a real size chopper would be any easier.
Well, yeah, actually lots of people say that model choppers are probably harder than the real ones. I'm not 100% sure about that because I haven't flown a model, but there's more to flying a chopper than there is when you're learning. Yep. To learn to fly an aeroplane, there's no doubt.
How high can a chopper actually fly?
This chopper can go to about 20,000 feet.
And how fast can they go?
We normally fly at about 110 knots, which is about 210 kilometres an hour, 205 kilometres an hour.
Now, the chopper's used for the newsroom, but you also use it for other things around the community of WA as well.
Yeah, so we do school visits periodically where we take one of the news guys or the weather or the sports people, and we go to a school and we have a talk with them. We show the kids around the chopper. Sometimes when we're on site on various jobs, we can help out with search and rescue and that sort of thing, coordination.
I wouldn't have appreciated before coming up here that you actually have a really good view. I mean, it's really clear.
Yep, and that's why helicopters are used the way they are, I suppose.
Woo. Sadly, every dream must come to an end, and mine has today. And with style, that was so much fun. Now, if you want to know anything more about the Channel 7 chopper, go to zoomtv.com.au. Now, I can tell you, I definitely know what I want to be when I grow up.
Now, if you'd like to see what sort of vehicle I drive on a daily basis, well, I'll show you after the break. That's coming up on Zoom TV. Now, the vehicle we're going to feature today has a little preference-y to me. Why? Because I bought one of these about 5 months ago. And in fact, over 2.5 decades, I've owned 5 Triton dual cabs. I saw way back then the intelligence of having a 5-seater saloon-type interior and also the ability to carry something in the back without knocking your boot or your interior around. Earlier diesel Tritons had a 3.2 litre engine, which was sort of okay. Now they have a reduced 2.5 litre, but with an increased 11% in power and 17% increase in torque. This, of course, makes it a great workhorse for towing a caravan or a boat, or like me, a rally car on a trailer. When you've towed 3,500 kilometres in just 1 week and still get out at the end saying it's a great vehicle, that's really all you viewers need to know. Now, this shape has been around for a couple of years. Now, some people don't like that upswept look, but there is a very good reason: the back seat. Now, a lot of dual cab manufacturers don't worry about the back seat passengers, and most of the time the seats are straight up and down and very rough to ride in on a long trip. Mitsubishi recognised it needs comfort, so hence the style of the cab, allowing the back seat to be reclined and plenty of leg room. This is the GLXR model, which is the top of the Triton range. The instrument cluster is nicely laid out, and the floor console features a large storage bin between the front seats and an integrated armrest. The GLXR gets a multi-function leather steering wheel with audio and Bluetooth functions, and it comes with 17-inch wheels, nudge bar and side steps, 6 airbags and stability control. So let's take it for a drive. Away we go. Now, the first thing you'll notice is the clutch is nice and light, and so is the steering. Now, a big improvement on this model is the turning circle. As we go around here, check this out. Now, if this was one of the older models, it would have been a 30-point turn to get round here. The trim is adequate and its colour is a little drab, but the seats are very comfortable. There's plenty of get up and go, which is important with a 3-tonne towing capacity. Now, if you're doing a bit of city driving or a bit of bush bashing like this, you'll find this vehicle does the business both off and on road. In conclusion, if you are looking for a dual cab 4x4 that has good balance on the road, comfort and genuine off-road capabilities, the Triton is a nice package. When it comes to overall versatility, it makes for some tough competition, especially now with its extended tray, better comfort and safety features. For more information, drop into John Hughes Mitsubishi. I tell you what, you won't be disappointed.
When I was a boy, I used to look forward to packing up the car and heading away on a good old-fashioned family camping trip. But as I've got older, well, I've got to be honest, I'm kind of used to a few creature comforts. So jumping on a plane and camping in a hotel room, well, that is far more appealing to me. That was until Coromal Caravans Cannington introduced me to caravans. Instead of flying or driving to your favourite hotel room, you can simply tow it on the back of your car. I've always thought of caravanning as something you qualify to do when you're retired. When you look into it, it makes sense as they are practical, quick and easy to set up, more affordable than you think, and in a strange way, purchasing the right caravan is kind of an investment. Coromal Caravans Cannington are one of the largest distributors of the Coromal brand, which are one of the biggest manufacturers of caravans in Australia. Since 1977, Coromal Caravans have worked hard to become one of the most recognised and trusted vans on the road. Coromal are renowned for their towing ability as the entire range is fitted with full independent suspension. A bonded and riveted aluminium frame is also a feature of all models. Darren, what are the core strengths of Coromal Caravans?
Our core strengths, all the Coramals are built in Australia to handle the Australian conditions. All of our materials have become lighter, they've become stronger, which makes towing an absolute pleasure.
Their experience allows them to accommodate everything you will possibly need to provide you with the perfect caravanning holiday, so you can personalise your van to become a true member of your family. The great thing about Coromal is there's so many different vans available to better suit your family, your needs, your budget, and of course your destination. There's the Coromal Camper Trailer, which is small and compact, so it's easy to tow, store, and set up. There's the off-road camper, which is built strong and compact, perfect for the more adventurous traveller. And then there's the pop-top range, which is great to tow, but once parked up, transforms into a more spacious van quick and easily. And finally, there's the family series, starting at the lifestyle range for the more budget-conscious buyer, through to the Princeton Deluxe Tourers for those people who appreciate luxury. All are spacious and perfect for the family or couple looking for that getaway in true comfort. If you already have a caravan, Coromal Caravans Cannington can help you keep it in tip-top condition, or even add a few mod cons to it at their fully equipped service centre. They have a huge range of spare parts and accessories available in their shop or online at mycaravanparts.com.au. Now, caravans are great to have when you're using them, but they can be a pain to store when you're not. Well, Coromal Caravans Cannington have a very simple solution. They offer an exclusive caravan storage service, which is kind of like caravan daycare. They'll store your van, take care of it, they can even service and repair it, all whilst it's in their care. To find out more, drop into the home of Coromal Caravans, Coromal Caravans Cannington, or simply check out zoomtv.com.au and follow the links.
Coming up, we'll take a look at how United Fuel Injection is helping to clean up our environment. That's next on Zoom TV. Just down there in that bustling little city, and thousands like it around the country for that matter, is a great example of a beautiful environment and the incredible mix of transport and industry that goes on around it. Well, we all want to keep the environment beautiful, and yet we all in some way rely on fuel for our day-to-day lives. So how do we balance the two? Well, every little bit helps, and the answer in some part lies with United Fuel Injection. Everywhere we look, we see our reliance on fuel. It affects every facet of our lifestyle and day-to-day living needs. Ships, aircraft, transportation, rail, and of course our pleasure pursuits, even the family car. The change to diesel fuel has been heralded as a great contributor to reducing our impact on the environment. More and more family cars now come with a diesel engine option, and that option is becoming increasingly popular. And United Fuel Injection can get more out of your diesel to help it run the way it should and perform at its optimum. This will help ensure you burn only the fuel you need to, reducing your fuel emissions and the money you spend at the Bowser. As they say at United Fuel Injection, talk is cheap. United Fuel Injection is the specialist in diesel fuel injection. They can put your car on their dyno, analyse, diagnose and repair it with a guaranteed fast and efficient turnaround. With over 40 years' experience in the industry, they're equipped with the very latest technology in fuel injection diagnostics for heavy-duty and light commercial or even petrol fuel injection. Their dedicated fuel injection experts focus on making sure your vehicle runs at its most economical setting and that emissions are kept to a minimum to help reduce the impact on your wallet and the environment. Here's Matt Craig from United Fuel Injection. How does it all work?
They've come a long way in the last sort of 10 years, going from the noisy, smelly, obnoxious things that they were, to a much cleaner, user-friendly thing. So much so that in the last sort of 6 years, the sales of passenger car diesels has doubled.
Because diesel was a bad word in the past, wasn't it?
Absolutely. As everybody refers to and keeps saying, oh, stinky diesel, I go to the Bowser, I get diesel all over my hands, but that's all sort of been refined now and it's a lot more user-friendly.
United Fuel Injection offers full service and repairs on site to ensure your vehicle doesn't hit the road until it complies with emission regulations. They provide full range emission testing for all vehicles, including petrol engines. Torque is cheap at United Fuel Injection. Get more torque out of your car. Go to unitedfuel.com.au or follow the links from zoomtv.com.au.
Sadly, that brings us to the end of today's show, but we will be back next week with more Zoom TV. In the meantime, if you'd like to know anything more about the sponsors from today's show, go to our website, zoomtv.com.au. And while you're there, don't forget to check out our hot deals. You could save thousands. And if you'd like to be on the show, simply follow the links. But until next week, bye for now. Thanks for watching. And that's a wrap.